This is radio like you never heard before. Elegbete TV Radio, the best in entertainment and sports. Let's go! And that's all, folks. It's Elegbete TV Radio. Follow us on social media at Elegbete TV Radio. My name is Frank Idemudia Alapa, that's my name. Talking sports is my game, and I am the greatest. I love listening to Elegbete TV Radio. For undiluted, unadulterated, it's probably replicated but still not yet duplicated. It's sports only on Elegbete TV Radio. I seriously love listening to it.
Hello, everybody. What's up, people? My name is Timmy Dakolo, and you're listening to Elegbete TV Radio. Stay tuned.
Elegbete TV Radio. Redefining broadcasting. Listen.
The 12th February 2022, FIFA approved its change of nationality. 2 years after, December 2024, he's won the African Footballer of the Year. Beyond that, he's got a silver medal from the African Cup of Nations. He's won the UEFA Europa Cup with his club. Great performance. Aiming to win the Italian Serie A this season, looking like it's a possibility if things do not go wrong, if they continue to reach vein of form. It's the Ademola Lookman show today, and I don't think he will look back now and regret choosing Nigeria. For those who always say, oh, when you choose Nigeria, you will suffer. Well, let's look at some of the other people who have chosen not to pick Nigeria and stayed with their country of national adoption or the adopted country and see if they have gone far beyond. Well, some people will say it's not Nigeria that made it happen for him. But then without Nigeria, I'm very sure Ademola Lookman with this performance would not have won the Ballon d'Or, would not have won the European Footballer of the Year. Jude Bellingham, for instance, played for England. If you compare the both of their performance, Jude Bellingham could be rated ahead of Ademola Lookman. He didn't win anything in Europe in terms of individual honors, apart from, winning with club. My point, exactly. So, congratulations are allowed for Ademola Lookman, the man who spoke some adulterated Yoruba last night at the echo chambers of the CAF Award. We must add that echo because I don't understand why that thing was echoing. It's just a simple setting, press the button and everything come back to normal. Yeah, the whole drama about Kate Scott or Kate Abdul, formerly known as Kate Abdul, now Kate Scott, hosting it. Listen, I don't have a problem against her, but my position, as people were clattering on Twitter, and there's a lot of people on Twitter who just do not understand the conversation, just jumping on it. There are 54 countries in Africa. 54. And of these 54, at least each country have one top female sports show host. At least one. At least, barest minimum. CAF is telling me that they did not see anybody and they're going to get Kate Abdul. I don't have a problem with her once again, but I'm having a problem with CAF. Some people say traction. Some other people say they need the mileage. People have said a lot of things, and everybody is correct. Try and understand that two truths can actually stand side by side. But my own take is, would Kate Abdul be talking about African Cup of Nations? Would she be talking about the CAF Award? Would she be talking about the CAF Champions League? Would she be talking about the Chan Nations Cup? Or she just gets paid and she gets the job done? When is that time for the World Cup qualifiers in Africa, the African Nations Cup qualifiers and the African Nations Cup itself? Where would Kate be? The British woman who now people are saying, her father's name is Egyptian. So, but then there's nothing in her bio that says she's connected to Egypt. My own worry is These are the moments where CAF should be bold enough to uplift their own as well. Other people are building their own. Build your own as well. I think that there is enough. There's Karo Chabalala. There is a lot of other people who should be on that platform and do it well. But that's my own thinking. I might be wrong, but I'm going to stand my ground on this one until I see a reasonable opinion, not that our father's name is Egyptian. That's like the dumbest way to put it. Because again, when we go to AFCON to create content, I have a chat. The most successful, the reason why the value of the African Cup of Nations has risen is because of content creators. I'm not saying that all content creators cannot become host of a tournament, of an event as big as the African Footballer of the Year, but that you cannot convince me that there is no female host that can stand side by side those old people. And again, why is the English translator sounding like somebody who have a stroke? There's a whole lot. And then we won the female team of the year, and the FA president dumbishly decided to dedicate it to the wife of the president. What's all this eye service? The girls that played the ball, you didn't even, dedicate it to them. Straight up, use it to play politics. Well, it is the world that we live in. It is how things are done here. There is really not much I can say. He's the one in charge, like they will say. If it's a bit, well, go do a job. If it's easy, go do a job. So I could leave it, but that doesn't stop me from having an opinion. But congratulations are in order for Ademola Lookman and his performance. Last minute we're hearing, there is a leak. Ashraf Hakimi is winning the award. Brahim Diaz. I was like, I don't understand. Is it this football that we're watching? I mean, you think saying that this one with the rig, with the Rob Vinicius Jr. give Rodri, at least there is still closeness, but in a million years, nobody can convince me that Rodri deserved that award. And I guess the cost is now rubbing off on Man City. Nobody, don't try. If you like, come comment section, come talk, or after the show talk. Nothing you go tell me. Rodri does not deserve the award of the Ballon d'Or above Vinicius Jr. There is just a UEFA vendetta against Real Madrid that they are pursuing. Well, that's their own business, whatever it is. Having said that, let's stay with the African Footballer of the Year. Also, Barbra Banda of Zambia won that award. I think there is a South African girl that will be wondering, what more do I need to do to win it? Easy. For the very first time, Asisa Toshola is not picking that award. And, Asisa has really done that award very well for herself. And there's nobody to match that level. Go hard. Some Nigerian players have taken that award. Perpetual Nkwocha and now Asisa Toshola. It is now left for Rashida Tajibade to try and make something with her performance. If she can. Okay, guys. So I'm in a dilemma why this show is going on, right? I'm supposed to fly out to Abuja this afternoon, but my lawyer that I'm flying with came last minute and said she's no longer going to be able to travel with me. So tomorrow, and we're trying to change flights. So in the middle of this show, I'll be doing a lot of things that normally you don't see me do, but please bear with me. Reference code. Where's the reference code now? All these things, I don't know. Shoot. I beg my people, I'm not nervous. I beg. Reference code. For me. But I bear with me, I beg. Before Kokorigo Jamungozi. And then we're still on it, so guys, Mona bear with me. And Timothy Dembo have also tried, and I've given us some very, very fantastic stories and news that we can use. And there is a very, very brewing controversy in England. Why do English people just like controversy first? because I don't see any reason why it should be a problem. But with English people, Jamie Carragher came out and named his all-time best strikers of the Premier League. Send me your reference number. Okay. All right, and everybody is going away. Why is this player not there? There's no way you pick 10 strikers, 10 of your best strikers, and everybody that everyone expects to be there. Okay, some will not be there. In this type of case, for me, I don't go crazy about it because it is subjective and it is personal. Nobody is coming out to say, "Oh, this is the universally accepted way it should be." No, but just the fact that you have to pick top 10. If we all line up now to say, pick your top 10 best player. Now, look, let me read the whole thing. Jamie Carragher picks his top 10 greatest Premier League forward ever, alongside Thierry Henry on Monday Night Football, with Erling Haaland and Harry Kane among shock omission. First off, Harry Kane won't shock me, but Haaland, I will not put Haaland in my top 10. Yes, he's had one and a half fantastic season. That's where it ends. He's not really. See, there are players in the Premier League that have wowed me. They may not even have scored enough goals like Haaland, but they've wowed me. Haaland have not wowed me. Haaland have scored goals. Haaland, there is a question Thierry Henry asked last season. And it looked like Thierry Henry was beefing when he asked that question, but I did understand it. He said, what would Haaland do when his team is not playing well to make him score? What can he do? The only beef I have with Thierry Henry was the fact that he didn't help us to win the Champions League or win any European competition. But you see that guy, Thierry Henry dragged Arsenal from the jaws of defeat to victory. Thierry Henry, in days where the team is not even doing well, he had to play well. And I've not seen that with Haaland because this season is a very typical example. But let's go with the story before I go to the news. Jamie Carragher has risked the anger, in case of those who don't know, the eye of football fans across the country by picking his 10 greatest Premier League forward while partnering Monday Night Football with Thierry Henry. The pair joined forces to analyze West Ham 1-1 draw with Bournemouth, which was lit up by 2 late goals. Man, West Ham, cover your yansh. Now, why you do like Man City like this? After just scoring that goal, that's like, just defend with your life. Put your eye on the ball like John Terry. Defend brutally like Edgar Davies or Gattuso. Be neat, be tight like Baresi, Apollo Madini. Those names. What you call those names now? All these children of nowadays go to say they call ice cream. Earlier, Henry had again applauded from viewers for picking out a subtle detail of Amad Diallo's strike for Manchester United against Man City from Sunday, noticing that the Ivorian had not even looked at the ball as it came over his head. Yeah, that's true. And the former Arsenal star earned more praise this time for his playing career, being crowned the best forward in the Premier League history by Carragher. I know why Carragher picked Thierry Henry. If there is anybody that embarrassed Carragher the most, it is Thierry Henry. Jesus, Thierry Henry dealt with what's it called? With that Carragher to the point where it seems like every day an embarrassment for him. So I can understand why he picked him. So there's no problem behind that one. That one is fine. But let's keep it going. Okay, sorry. Let me move this along fast so that we can get a seat on the flight tomorrow as we go. The reference is not here. Sorry, guys. Sorry, I'm combining work and this. So it turns out the public agree with 31% of almost 50,000 voters selecting Henry as their choice for the honor, leaving the likes of Alan Shearer 18%, Mohamed Salah 14%. I'm coming. I'm coming, guys. Okay. Karaga, however, deviated from the views of the watching audience on almost every placing except for the top man, Henry, who scored 228 goals in 377 games for the Gunners, while winning 2 Premier League titles and an FA Cup. Okay. Novice. So bear with me. I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble. Okay. I'm almost there. Okay. Karaga, however, deviated, blah 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 blah. Winning to FA Cup. Okay, what's going? I'm going to tie this all together. The entertaining process caused controversy from the start after Karaga choice a shortlist for the award, which judged each player on their best 3 seasons in the league. This list included Shearer, Cristiano Ronaldo, Dennis Bergkamp, Didier Drogba, Eden Hazard, Eric Cantona, Gareth Bale, Harry Kane, Luis Suarez, Mohamed Salah, Sergio Aguero, Henry, and Wayne Rooney. Haaland was a notable early exception, as was Robbie Van Persie, and when Carragher came around, his top 10 former sports stars, Kane became the latest snub. In judging the forwards, the pundit said he valued the impact players have had in the Premier League. He added others we thought are they going to be in the top 3 or 4. There is great goal scorers, number 10s, and wide forward, which we see more in the game now. Former PFA Player of the Year and Spurs icon Bale grabbed 10th before Henry's teammate Dennis Bergkamp slotted in 9th. Premier League winning wide man Hazard was placed 8th. Then a shock as all-time Premier League record goal scorer Shearer was left in 7th, despite finding the net a whopping 260 in the competition. Oh my God. I'm still dealing with this thing. My people, when I follow me work this work, this December is probably my leave. I know. Look at another verse. Shit, is that it? Okay. Joy. Hey, cool, now be here with me. All right. In judging the forward, the pundit said he valued the impact players have had on the Premier League. Blah 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 blah. Okay, he added others we thought. I think I've read that one before. Former Premier League PFA Player of the Year and Spurs icon Bale grabbed number 10, Henry teammate. Then a shock as Alan Shearer, who scored 260 times in the competition. And then we went further down the road. I'm going to read the list, but I'm just reading this one for you. Rooney, who won the lot at United, had to settle for 6th position, with Carragher suggesting he was best up front right against the centre backs and suffered after being pushed back. Drogba found himself in 5th. Wait. In the Premier League, we're going to rate Drogba ahead of Wayne Rooney. Drogba ahead of Wayne Rooney. That's going to be hard for me. Nah. No. That's not going to work for me. Drogba try, but I'll put him somewhere. First of all, I won't put Hazard in my own list, yeah. But hey, I agree, it's Carragher's list and it's okay. With particular emphasis placed on his goals in big games, including the Champions League final, the Premier League, they talk Champions League final out of this. And the party said, I picture him in decisive moment, winning his team trophies, including the Champions League final. No one did it better than him for the biggest moment. That one I agree. Nobody can argue against that one. United Cantona was in fourth. Okay, not bad. With Carragher saying he was the biggest star in the Premier League. I agree with that statement 100%. He's my all-time greatest player in the Premier League. Doesn't have a truckload of goals, but this guy, when he played, he was magisterial. He was incredible. In short, he was so good. Even people who were not United fans were watching United just because of Cantona. Cantona was good. He was arrogant, and I like his arrogance. He was stylish. It was different. His touches, his play, his personality. Damn! I wish that's the United player that I wish Arsenal had. Not even Cristiano Ronaldo. That guy. Ooh, Eric Cantona. Thank God we had Dennis Beckham. Nah. Eric Cantona was in a league all by himself. He was a god in his own space. Okay? Think of him and Shearer at the start of it. He was the best and most talked about player in the Premier League. He joins and they win 4 of the next 5 titles, and the only one he doesn't win is when he is suspended. Henry described thanking his countryman for the impact he had on French football and showing people like him it was possible to be a success abroad. The world's all-time leading scorer, Ronaldo, ended up in third, and Henry heaped praise on the United icon, saying his body is even better than when he was younger. The amount of work he does, he proved the sky was the limit. Salah took second place. Salah ahead of Cristiano Ronaldo. Well. Let's skip it there. Okay, so let's come back to the list. Okay, Gareth Bale in number 20, then it's Beckham in number 9, Eden Hazard in number 8. I won't pick him. Alan Shearer in number 7. When running number 6, I won't pick him on number 6. I'll take him up higher. Didier Drogba number 5, Eric Cantona number 4, Cristiano Ronaldo number 3. For me, will be number 2. Even number 1, Mo Salah in number 2, and Thierry Henry Igwe number 1. Now I'm asking you guys, do you agree with this list? Who would you put in? Who would you remove? And there's quite a lot of players that should be on this list. Okay, we are forgetting. There's a player. A lot of people will not know him or remember him, but I just like him because even though he played for a very small club like Southampton, he did well. And notable mention should also go to Naya Quinn, okay, and Duncan Ferguson, and all of those guys. But for me, Matt Letizia should be on this list, not because he scored a truckload of goals, but I don't think that there is anybody in the history of the Premier League who scored more spectacular goals than Matt Letizia. And I get this. The woke generation don't know who I'm talking about. And I agree with you people. It's not a big deal. You don't have to know everybody. There are some names that they will mention from the past now that I will not even remember or know. But hey, it is what it is. Sometimes these things happen and we just have to live with them. But having said that though, who are on your own list that is not on this list by Jamie Carragher? But I think Jamie Carragher did a good job. Let's give him credit where he deserved that credit. That is, by the way, Ademola Lookman won the African Footballer of the Year yesterday. Something we knew since last year that he was going to win. Since May. After scoring the hat-trick in the finals against Bayer Leverkusen, who's been unbeaten all season in all competition, we knew that this guy is got it on the wrap, right? But what is your greatest Ademola Lookman moment from last year? That's one. And then for 2024, as we close the year, what are your highlights from football or sports in general for this year, 2024, from January up until now? What are the highlights for you, your key moment, the moments that made it for you? Well, having said that, once again, my name is Idafe Manchester. You're going to love to come in the Lookman on sports, a distracted sports presenter today on the show, but make una nervous. I beg. This community, we're all family together. Sometimes these things happen. It's for the greater good. I would explain why I have to be going and coming from Abuja now, like saying Aroma Palo. I don't like it. It's costing a whole lot, and but I have to do it. Okay, I have to do it. Okay. let's go to the news as put together by Timothy Denver. He's done a great job. Right, remember over the weekend, Ademola Abiodun Ibrahim's Remo Stars came to Lagos and picked a point at the Mobolaji Johnson Arena, formerly known as Unicon Stadium, right? But the coach of Ikorodu City, Nuruddin Awero, please, if I don't pronounce the name well, Yoruba people forgive me because Yoruba people are happy if they don't pronounce their name well. But I crave your indulgence on this one. Well, Ikorodu City FC coach Nuruddin Awero has said that his team still has a lot to learn. This come after their 1-1 Southwest Derby draw with Remo Stars under the floodlight at the Mobolaji Johnson Arena on Sunday. A late last minute header from Chineme Chinoso earned the draw for Ikorodu City. Speaking at the club media, Coach Awero stated that the game showed they still have a lot to learn and need to work harder moving forward. Well, that's the only thing you can do. You have to work harder. If your work today is not giving the result, you put in more effort. Nuruddin, let's hear from you.
The coach must expect winning, draw, or lose. It doesn't work well for us today. I still want to believe that we did our best. And this game makes me understand that we need to do more and we need to work more harder. We want to be part or we want to remain in the league. We lost concentration and we pay for it. Yeah. We were supposed to concentrate from the beginning of the game to the end of the game. So losing concentration to a team like this is a very big problem for us. I wish we played ahead of the players. And it's coming from behind. This is for them to intensify the game, hide the intensity, and try to get the goal back, which we did. And at the same time, before we get the goal, we lost it all, good chances. And it's going to help us to do a lot of corrections before we go for our next one.
Elegbete TV Radio. We are not just about radio, TV, or YouTube numbers. We are all about connecting with people and creating a community of great minds and value.
Yeah, the coach have said his own. Sometimes your explanation will not make sense to certain people, but you still have to make your explanation. You still have to explain to the people because that's what they are committed to do, to follow you and support your team and love your team. But then, yes, for those of you who are in the comment section, the name is Matt Leticia. His full name is Matthew Paul Matt Leticia. I'm going to put it in the comment section so that I'm not going to murder somebody name cousin at me. Matt Leticia. His full name is Matthew Paul Leticia. Tisia is spelled Tissir. Okay, Matt Leticia. That's his name. Right. Having said that, let's keep it going. For me, I think that nobody scored. I mean, Thierry Henry did score some spectacular goals. The one back in his national team mate goalkeeper Fabian Barthez scooping the ball up and wow, Jesus Christ! The back heel against Charlton Athletic, the end-to-end run against Tottenham Hotspur, the one that he got Jamie Carragher to headbutt his own defender and then he scored. There is quite a lot of goals. The one that the referee told him, wait for my whistle before you play, and then he scored. Thierry Henry was up for the spectacular. But you see that guy, that senior man, the real senior man, not be Kelechi. This one is the real senior man, okay? What's it called? Eric Cantona, senior man, elder. That one a D. That's the one where even people will say, then Matt Leticia, real senior man. See, original senior man, right? But when you talk of spectacular, every time he just, some people just have it in them. Every time he scores, it is an interview with Kali of live score. Ademola described the achievement as an amazing feeling, especially the support of Nigerians. He added that he is ready to challenge fans in general, but you didn't appreciate.
Obviously, now incredible. As I say that there's been have noticed. To appreciate myself.
This is radio like you never heard before. Elegbete TV Radio.
Much appreciate.
This is radio like you never heard before. Elegbete TV Radio. The pathfinder for radio.
Yeah, well, we're doing that Timothy. Fantastic to make the job very, very easy. Very good job to do. Let's be very honest. It's like creating assist. And just to cross the bus, just pass the bus, not as easy as you think. Thank you very much. They're always grateful. Let's go on to a coach who's hanging on to straws right now. That reminds me of former employers who are, putting out press release after press release. They still have 1 million, they still have 20 million. Manchester City coach Pep Guardiola explained the reason behind his team struggle. City to one win in their last 7 Premier League matches and 1 victory in their last 11 games across all competitions. I can't believe this. Wow. Exclusive interview with Sky Sports, Guardiola pointed to the demanding schedule, which has caused a string of injuries as a major factor. Despite this, he stressed that the team must find solutions quickly and turn their form around. Let's hear from Pep Guardiola.
The reason why the situation that I have is just one in terms of the injuries, right? So it's just one like cannot rotate, you can just in the same position. It's just one reason, it's the schedule. So it's not about the way we work. It will be stupid to say, okay, we are working, we went for in a row 16-7, we want to change absolutely everything. You have to adapt, adjust something, but the main thing is the same. So we'll be not consistent if your ideas are not consistent. But the reason why is the schedule. And the schedule make a lot of injuries, and the injuries you cannot use them and compete every 3 days in the high top teams in England and in Europe. It's normal analysis. That's simple like that. Understand me? I don't have especially the manager, because it's the person has to be in front of the battle. We don't have defense. So when you lose 7 games to 9, which defense I have? We don't have. One day is one reason, another one, but we don't win games. And this is the reality. So and all the comments and social aggression that can be and it happen, we have to accept it. So and keep walking. So have to walk and walk and walk and non-stop. And that's what we have to do.
Mesdemoiselles, mesdames et messieurs, je vous dis bonsoir. Je m'appelle Lookman et ce soir, je suis avec Elegbete sur Elegbete Radio.
Yeah, there are some players that deserve some notable mentions, and I'm going to kind of like bring on some other names that may not be there. I don't think that, it is a truckload of goals, but I would put Andy Cole there. I mean, everywhere he went, he scored goals. It's like that song about Jesus. Everywhere he went, he was doing good. Yeah. Everywhere he went, from Man United, Blackburn, Newcastle, Fulham, Man City, Portsmouth, Andy Cole scored goals. And I think that he deserved to be mentioned in that conversation. Harry Kane, for 213 goals, I think he deserved to be mentioned and given a shout out. I know he didn't win anything. Luis Suarez get mentioned because he scored 69 goals. Well, in a shorter time anyway, but then you can obviously mention Luis Suarez because he took a dead Liverpool team by the scruff of the neck and dragged them almost to the title until Steven Gerrard decided to eat up soup. Okay. Robert Van Persie also deserve notable mention. Arsenal and Manchester United, 144 goals. If you realize that somewhere in the mix of all of this guy suffered a lot of injuries. Another name that I would never forget, from Liverpool to Newcastle, Man United to Stoke City, let's leave Real Madrid out of it. This guy was he was a guy that I used to tell myself that this guy would challenge Thierry Henry. There was just something about him. Michael Owen. When he won the Ballon d'Or in 2001, I didn't have any argument about it because he was just that good, especially when he scored in that finals of the FA Cup against Arsenal, coming from 1 goal down to scoring 2 goals. Damn, it was incredible. Then, I mean, people can say anything they want to say, but I think that Ruud van Nistelrooy deserves to be mentioned as well. Jamie Vardy, over 140 goals in the Premier League, taking Leicester from the lower league up. And for somebody who's a late bloomer, who started his career very late, winning the Premier League, winning the FA Cup, going down with the team again and bringing them up again, I think that he also deserves a notable mention. If people don't have respect, they don't have respect. But then, I will never forget this guy. He was born to score goals. And right, okay, not because he played for Arsenal, but he was a fantastic goal scorer. I would put him in my conversation as well. Then there is one guy who should have been a Russian. But then when you're Bulgarian, you're also, close to being a Russian. He's so cool. I think he has the best first touch in football's history. No, not football's history. I'm taking it too far. In the Premier League history. And if you know somebody else, please remind me. But this guy's first touch is the deftest of touches. Oh, Jesus Christ. I remember one game against Blackburn where he went behind, got the ball, passed it to Evra, move. The ball still ended with him putting it in the net. Damn. There's something about Dimitar Berbatov that just is. That's not word. When you don't have word, we will say Igbonu. Like Dimitar Berbatov is that kind of guy, and he deserves. 94 goals. You might 94 goals was the use. Yeah, but he deserves mention. Dwight York, not so much for what he did with Man United, which is great, but for what he did at Aston Villa. In that team, he was a rookie with Dempsey Regis, Tony Daly, Cascarino. Father Lord, Jesus Christ. Rowan Atkinson, the former Man United manager, was a coach. They came second in the league. That guy was fantastic. Aston Villa's Dwight York, Man United, Blackburn Rovers, Sunderland, Birmingham. Dwight York deserve notable mention. One of my all-time favorite Premier League player is in my top 10. Okay, they used to call him the Son of God. He's a Liverpoolian, as China Shirusa I should call him. This guy, when you support Arsenal, but you just love this guy. The bandage on his nose, the one on his hand. Son of God, Robbie Fowler, fastest hat-trick before Sadio Mane decided to break that record. Wish, and then notable mention Erling Haaland. For the race, the goals he scored, quick, good. Another player that should be mentioned, okay, for how he played for Tottenham Hotspur, Man United, West Ham, Portsmouth, Nottingham Forest, Teddy Sheringham. Jamie Floyd Asaban, nobody packs a shot like this man. He hit the ball, it is Obonigwe. He hits a shot like no other person. But then, for the time he spent at Liverpool, let's forget the disaster at Chelsea. For the time he spent at Liverpool, damn, this boy can play football. Fernando El Nuno Torres, that's an amazing player. Then there is Les Ferdinand. This guy is straight up to business as best as you can. Yeah, 149 goals for Tottenham Hotspur, QPR, Newcastle, Leicester City, West Ham, and I think Bolton Wanderers. Right? Les Ferdinand is the uncle to Rio Ferdinand. Okay. This guy is good. Then there's this young guy, two players, the next two names that I'm going to mention. Some of you might not like them, but I do. One is the bloody Irishman who always scores against Arsenal. He's played for Tottenham United, Coventry, Liverpool, West Ham and Aston Villa. 125 goals to his name in the Premier League. His name is Robbie Keane. Before there was Harry Kane, there was Robbie Keane. This guy was caning everybody in the Premier League. But then there's this guy that I love to hit. I always wanted that Arsenal would sign him. When Robin Van Persie went from Arsenal to Man United, I was hoping that Arsenal would do the audacious, but then how easy is it to sign Jermaine Defoe? Because Jermaine Defoe is a cricket, is a rabbit, is a raccoon. Yes, in the box, he's a menace. Outside the box, he's got speed, pace, control, and once he's ahead of the defender, the game is over. He's got a way to put the ball in the net. 163 goals after retired, have a coaching certificate now, looking for the opportunity to coach. I think that name should also be given a notable mention. But then when you have all of these names and you have to pick just 10, I understand how hard that can be. But then those are some of the names that are not on Carragher's list that I just felt should be mentioned in the conversation. Well, you have your own. I've said my own bit about it. You can mention your own. But let's leave Pep Guardiola and his struggle and his excuses and go to boxing. It's going to go down, and we're going to see this fight. It's December 21st, a few days before my birthday, a few days before Christmas, and it's happening in Saudi Arabia, in Riyadh. Whoa, man, this money we will get all these kind of games we're supposed to get accreditation, they go cover up, But let's get Tyson Fury and the way he talks. His style of talking might not be pleasing to you, to your ear, but he's that kind of guy that you just love to have. Okay, Tyson Fury and Alexander Usyk will face each other again in a highly anticipated rematch on Saturday, December 21st, Riyadh. The top round heavyweight showdown will see the ring walks for the main event expected at 10 p.m. UK time. That could be 11 p.m. Nigerian time. When they first met on May 18, Usyk earned a split decision victory over Fury to become the first ever 4-bet undisputed heavyweight champion. The judges scored it 115-112 for Usyk and 114-113 for Usyk. While the third scorecard read 114-113 for Fury. There's always one person in the family that has smoked Igbo in the morning that have mental problem. Ahead of the rematch, Usyk told IFL TV that he feels no pressure and is ready for the challenge. Well, easy guy. He will not brag, but you will hear from Tyson Fury, and then the conversation will be different. Alexander Usyk, over to you.
No, I not feel pressure for me. I now feel pressure for you. Just for boxing. No, I'm good. I'm ready for everything. If Tyson different, yes, Tyson will be different. Me too, because we know each other, but I'll see it's 24 time.
Elegbete TV Radio. We dare to lead.
Yeah, so we dare to lead, and let's go to camp of Fury. And yeah, Fury is trying to end somebody's career. I don't understand. This thing is boxing. Let's get boxing going. Which shall be you want to end somebody's career? I don't understand. To Fury, well, if you end the career, what would you go gain? What would he gain if he ends Alexander Usyk career? Did he want to do to him what he did to the Bronze Bomber? Bronze Bomber was a Benin boy, was an American until Tyson Fury hammer a year. They start hearing the call of Benin people. I show that now Benin boy, you not be American. Now precious muscle with brother. I don't know. Now all those Benin people best. Osaibovo, I be rename. No know before. Well, let's go to the Gypsy King, the career ender. The Bronze Bomber killer. Yeah, the Gypsy King himself, Tyson Fury, the man where they use Jesus and they do scam. He's full of confidence and is in high spirits ahead of his fight with Alexander Usyk. Speaking to Frank Warren's Queensberry's promotion YouTube channel, Fury claimed is going to end Usyk career and make sure no one talks about him in the ring again. Are you joking? Are you joking? Is that even possible? Guys, let's before I bring him on, is that even possible? If you like, you kill him, people will still talk about him. That's but I don't. Well, why do you guys think that this fight would even go to? Okay?
I come here today to do these, 10, 15 interviews, and I've got nothing to say. Like, I've not all camp. I've not been interested in talking or selling the fight. It's been sold. It got sold last year. This fight doesn't need any selling, so I'm not here to sell anything. I'm just here to just do what I've got to do and go home. Don't even want to be here. Do you know what I mean? I don't want to be here today doing all these interviews. I want to go Saturday night, smash him, and fly home for Christmas with the kids. I'm very good and cannot wait for the fight Saturday night. I'm going to end him. End his career, this will be. You'll never hear of Alexander Usyk again after this.
Get entertained. There's nothing like listening to Elegbete TV Radio. It's fun. This is radio like you never heard before. Elegbete TV Radio, the best in entertainment and sport.
Yeah, so let's talk about the highlights of the year for you, for sports, for everything. And then there are some people who used to be regular on this our live at the beginning of the year, that I can't see anymore. Izzy Patrick, few other people like that. Reginald have not sent me a message in a while, and quite a few other people, too numerous to mention now. But then wherever you are, know that we love you guys fantastically well. And like I always say that the greatest moment of your life is doing anything and seeing that your family is watching you or supporting you. God, and I agree that every other person's support is important, but I don't know what happens to you. But for me, it's like when you're doing the recital in school or in church and you raise your head and you see your mom and your dad or your big brother or your family members, they are smiling because then the expression on their face will tell you whether you're doing well or not. Leave every other person's expression, their face. Like my mom used to be in the native choir, Assemblies of God, the way they build it now, the altar, the English choir, the native choir, then the congregation, men this side, young people in the middle, then women in the other side, like that, right? So when we're doing anything like Royal Rangers Day, Youth Day, and I managed to participate in something. The reason why sometimes I don't participate is I don't know what I would do that would be nice. So I have won competitions before and I got into trouble because me, naturally, I'm a showboater, right? And then I get home and then my stepdad is angry. Now, why? Okay, can you not just do it? Why are you overdoing? That lead to slap and beating for winning. For my mom, I came second behind Bawo Edu, and it became a problem. So the Bawo way we win too, and it was a split. We're doing Bible drill. You know what Bible drill is? The moderator will call a scripture and first person to open it and read it, score point. And then like 10 or 12 people, and then they keep eliminating until it gets to the last person. So it was a split, right? But then my mama no find am funny. I don't know whether we still have those kind of parents, but then looking at this year, we started this year on this YouTube channel with 8,796. Yeah, that's what we started the year with on the 1st of January. That's the number we had. Today, we have 14,041. Is that where we wanted to be at the end of the year? No. But you see, the thing about me is that I always measure progress from where I'm coming from, not where I'm actually going to. So if today I am better than where I was yesterday, I consider it a progress. So highlight number one is progress from where we started the year from to where we are right now. We could do better. We could, we got almost 10,000 new subscribers this year. That's fantastic. 9,000 and some fraction anyway. We went to the All African Games for the very first time at any level, whether it's Brilla Staff, ITV, Al Jazeera. My first experience of the All African Games, and it was nice. We spent more, but we earned money. We earned subscribers. We earned massive views. We got multiple 100,000 views, which was fantastic because I also learned, that going to this type of competitions are good, even though they're expensive, but they are valuable to the channel. This year we started the Chronicles of the Legend, and we actually started it late last year, but we started uploading it this year, and I'm not really sure whether people will be interested in it, because again, I'm dealing with the young generation on social media, and their focus primarily is on who's trending. You should be I get mails, email messages on my DM regularly. Go and interview Fabrizio Romano. What do I want to interview him for? Okay, go and collaborate with him. Go and interview what's this guy that is doing Sydney Tucker. Go and interview Don Jazzy. All these guys, man, for the sake of numbers, I might do it. But then I interviewed Obi Kubana. Remember, it didn't change anything. I interviewed Kanayo. It didn't change anything. So I chose, stay within the football space. So those are my highlights. And then we were able to also reinvent. Last year, biggest highlight was producing the Nigerian League. I will never forget 2023, as difficult as it was, my son's health issues and all of the issues that we had, the many debts. 2023 came with debts that I'm still paying. Before that one, the last World Cup qualifiers, you guys remember when we were trying to produce a documentary on the Super Eagles and how much it cost us, $375,000. We were still paying back those debts. But last year, I got to produce the league. You know, you get to one point in life where people say, "Now only talk in the talk." Oh, you know, if they give a chance to do something. But I'm very proud that when we produced the league last season, that standard has still not been met by even Star Times or Propel. So people still go back and say, if only you can even just reach the standard that Elegbete set, we'll be fine. So I still feel good about it. And when I look back, I feel like, okay, that's rubbish we did. If I ever get the chance again, we will do way more. That thing we did, as much as I liked it, we would do way more. We would improve. We would, you know, improve a lot of things. But that's highlight from 2023. 2024, going to the All African Games, fantastic. 2024, we also went to Verraggio for the second time. So it was another fantastic one. I went to Verraggio, came back, and then went to the All African Games. Came back and we did all the things that we could do. This year we were unable to go to Germany for the Bayern Youth Cup because at the time we were, you know, low on cash. But then we eventually did a show that I've always wanted to do, Views from the Stand. We might not be getting the engagement that content need, but I think that that's one of the best content we'll put on this channel. And I always say that, but that's one of the best content. Then this year we get to interview people like Etimesin that I've always wanted to interview. Idowo Tubusi, Quicksilver, Sivano Sokala, Adokia Mesemaka, Christian Chukwu is now become a fan of the show. Guess he's watching right now, and quite a whole lot of content that we put out. So for that, I'm very happy. On the footballing side, the Super Eagles, you know, I'm not really impressed. I've not done well. They still keep doing their Fetemu Yelegbere behavior, but then, I mean, it is what it is. We will keep pushing and keep doing what we do. Super Eagles went to the African Cup of Nations, won the ugliest silver we've ever won at the AFCON. We have more silver than any other country in the tournament. This silver will rank as the worst silver, but it was the most rewarded silver medal ever won by this country. All that said, all that put together, I think that 2024 has been a great year. And I've seen ministers come and go. I've seen proposals get rejected and then reawaken again. Now we're traveling back and forth, Abuja and Lagos, like it's Lagos VI to Ekpe. But we hope that at the end of the day it comes out well. But then I also want to appreciate all of you guys. You guys have made this channel, made it very interesting for me to wake up in the morning and know that I have people not to entertain or to inform, because whatever we're saying here you already know, but rather to relate with, to communicate with. And we've created a system, a relationship whereby when the show doesn't run, those messages that people send that you're missing the show, oh, when will we be back, really gets me excited. Great people like Professor Rotorigo, like I've like stressed them, Peter Iwanode, Linda Eke, Umoru, Henry Moru and his family, Best, Ahmed Igunosa, and a host of others, Shiko Kalu, my main man and strike partner now, yes, Bobby Ray, Ukaigwe, well as I'm talking about Christian Chukwu, he just sent me a message. So, Chairman Chukwu, good to have you watching us. Thank you very much. I really do appreciate. God bless you, and thank you for letting us into your story, telling us that it's your wife that toasted you, not you that toasted her. Well, thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. God bless you. And like I was saying, Abi Bayodeji, Mario Leo, China Achiru, fantastic guy. The second book is already dispatched it to Lagos. If I have my chance, I'll go pick it up whenever I can. And to everyone else, Digital Format, the reason why we have internet now stable, we're no longer complaining of network doing one thing or the other. Thank you very much. Every one of you, and I'm saying this, it's not like this is the last show for the year, but it could be, depending on what happened with my trip tomorrow. It's supposed to be today, but we're changing it now. I hope I get confirmation of the change of flight. I don't know when we'll be available to do another show again, but I just thought I should say this. And to every one of you, those of you that have fought with, those of you that have offended, behave well next year. If not, I'll offend you again. Those of you that have argued with and have a spat, behave well next year. We'll argue again if you continue like that. I don't apologize for that one. And for those of you who are always here, and one man that I have not mentioned, and I need to give notable mention to a few of them. Nasiri Orolafe, fantastic human being, a friend that I made since 2003 up until now. We're still friends. It's not easy for that to happen, but that's a fantastic one. 21 years and counting, and we're still friends. Die Juventus fan. There is Nel Turin. There is Kenny P, who's become my IPTV plug, fantastic human being. Thanks to you for that, and to every other person that have contributed. And then for my team, Joy Ojabulu, who's gone from just that girl that I saw at the Lakers Salami Stadium, looking very angry, not knowing that she lost a parent that day, and then Jamila Adelashe. God, these guys are hardworking. Mikolo Kalajaye. So Kalajaye is not even like, I don't call him my team anymore. He's my partner. And Ibrahim Kalajaye and Ahmed Kalajaye. Notable mention on this project, we go to Tian Kalajaye as well. Tian Photography, fantastic. I think he's the best photographer that I know. We don't work together anymore, but it's the best. And then the rest of my team, who's gone on to greater heights: Alison, Precious Omoruyi, Alipo, Tasha, Adasa, Osas, who's nice chef, who's gone on to greater things as well. And then the Sports Lounge crew, who's moved from one dark studio that we have in Road 8 in this estate to Johnny Rocket, and now on television, on linear television, on satellite television. That's an incredible progress that we've had. So 2024, as tough as it was economically, financially, fair prices going up, everything, I think it has also been very, very great. And I'm grateful because I have people like you guys on my side. It is the people you have on your side that matters a whole lot. I'm talking about strikers in the Premier League. There's one few names that I didn't mention. Mark Viduka is one name that we should also give his notable mention for. Now let's come back to all of the comment that you guys have put here. Tosin Lumade, another guy that deserves to be mentioned, always there when you call on him. Thank you so much. Tosin Lumade say, so happy for Ademola Lookman. Would have missed this golden opportunity if he decided to represent the Three Lions. Okay, but maybe he would have gotten silver medal from the Euro as well. Who knows? But thank God he chose Nigeria. Kari, yes, that's the guy. That's my brother. He said when I like you're doing a show, your family is watching. He was the one I was talking about. Congratulations to Ademola Lookman, Sabi girl, Queen of Sports. She said good morning everyone. Good morning to you. And then she went out to say so happy for our star boy Ademola Lookman. Well deserved. When the star boy can shift, 1 minute it was Kelechi and Asho. Next minute whatever one after scoring a few goals in the Premier League, then he became Victor Sime. Now the star boy don't become Ademola Lookman. Tomorrow he could turn somebody else. Who next is this star boy? We don't know. Holla at your boy. Well, let's keep it going. Demola Abedi Brian say congratulations to Ademola Lookman and Chiamaka Unadozie, our goalkeeper who won the goalkeeper of the year. Yemi Dynamite says Uncle A, Mingos Avrendo, my darling, beautiful, and amazing sister. He said I was surprised to see Kate host it too, because maybe charges no make her fit afford better sound engineer. You are rude. You're rude. You are mean. You're mean. But then let me not say anything. Let me just keep my mouth. Let me keep my mouth shut. You are in your Tyson Fury mode this morning. You are just trying to kill Calf. You are trying to end Calf career. He said, I think the production of the show itself was abysmal. I thought so as well. It was really, really abysmal. The line I just say congratulations to Ademola Lookman. Nice outfit to go with it. Senior man dressing. And I don't carry the title they give her now. Senior man, star boy, everything. And so until the shift time, before you know that, Kelechi and John will be that boy. You boy, have fun now. And I said until the start to Lion of the Tribe of Judah. Yemi Dana might say congratulations to Ademola Lookman. However, it broke my heart we saw our in-law. Kudos and hoping Nigeria makes it 3/3. Come next year, it remain who will do this again for us. Who do you guys think can win the African Footballer of the Year again from Nigeria? Because next year, it's going to be on a long thing. I don't know how they will do it, but I am thinking in my head that CAF will host the African Footballer of the Year together with the finals of the African Cup of Nations. Remember that the African Cup of Nations next year will be November, December. I just think that everything will be done together. God, we need to go find this money. We need to increase our numbers because he go pay me if we know that me and my team. Like if I don't have Joy reporting, Jamila Adilashe snapping pictures, Mikolo and Kalejai produce. For me, it's not just about me, it's just me seeing those people because strategically I should be positioning somebody like Joy to host this type of award going forward, and these are the way you prop them up. So if we can really, man, we need Monisha. When I think the budget, my soul they leave my body. Like trumpet never sound, but my soul they split. Yeah, because when I think about it, it's not just going there and be shouting on the street. Where that one is going to be part of it, but I just want to do something unique. I really want to do something unique, something that will stand out, something that will become a standard. Say, okay, do it the way these guys are doing it. And then they do too much, but once they do one, that's all I want to do. I want to do a standard thing, and I already have the idea in my head. Make the money just come. That's the prayer that I am praying this morning. God, help us so that money comes. Well, never can tell. You can't give up on your own dream. It's your dream. You have to chase it as best as you can. Well, having said that, let's go on to Ademola Abiodun Ibrahim. He says, congratulations to Ademola Lookman. Nice outfit to go with it. Senior man dressing, okay? And then he went on to say, this Africa Award is given to people who deserve it, not the rigged Ballon d'Or, okay? Yamin Dynamite says, this our show is the best. We have watched you drink tea. You've sweated like kilo. Yeah, that's sweat on, eh? But again, it's what I love about this show, because I think if some other people are doing this show the way I'm doing it, people will cut clips and drag them like generator. I think that like my friend will say, Uncle Bayo says, what he likes about what I do is that I am not ashamed to fail on the show. I'm not ashamed to show my vulnerabilities, to tell people I don't get data or internet, no do, or phone, no do, gen, no do work. Like, it just brings the reality that, well, this is typical Nigerian, because again, when he looks at other content creators, kind of like feel like everybody's living large, everybody's fine, expensive houses, expensive apartment and all that. I said, bros, what they are showing could also be their reality. I don't argue against it. What they are showing could also be their reality, and we might be here and thinking that it's fake life. It's not fake life. Because again, if we get to, let's say we get to 100,000 subscribers, I'm just bringing this, and we're doing, let's me even be modest, let's say we're doing $3,000 earning every month, like now we're doing $250 earning every month, which is little money, but it's okay. I think that all of those things that we see other people do, we can do it. And then some other people who are coming, who are in this place where I am now, that are struggling, I am now, in this yam, shopping yam, in this place now, they will not think, I bet that's a fake life. So I'm trying to be very careful not to categorize what people do as fake. Again, you know how it be where, because you're poor, you always think that another person money is a ritualist. But I appreciate, Uncle Bayo, I appreciate what you said. Valuable comments, coming from all of these people, and my sister is validating it again. So thank you very much. Where's that place I stopped? So he said this our show is the best. We have watched you drink tea and Agbo Adawan. Cause my wife don't give me green tea where I know they don't stop her now. You sweated like kilo day, NEPA don't off light, you don't pick a personal call on us. No other show like our programs. Kudos, sir. Thank you very much. Even the money at the change flight inside show. This life, in no balance, but I like this show. True to God. Somebody asked me the other day, sir, this show and Brilla, which one do you prefer? To be very honest with you, because maybe every time you go to shit on your former employers, Brilla, I was a better analyst. Like, I was the greatest analyst to ever live, because I go to work knowing that this is war, man. I was fighting war on both sides. I was fighting against the entire system, from Super Sports to Top Radio to everybody else. Like, these guys are gaining on me. They are gaining on me like Man City. Everybody wants to trample on this guy. But until I leave this mic, I will be remembered as the guy, the number one guy. In essence, there's no room for number two. I'm not going to do a Lewis Hamilton. I'm going to be number one until I drop the mic. But then when I came in there, what people don't understand is I transitioned from being a presenter from being an analyst to being a presenter and an interviewer. And I learned on this job. If you go back to my early interviews, I was all over the place. And then gradually, I now molded it together and created my own style. For this show, what I love about this show is that it gives me the luxury to do things that I've always wanted to do, but was not able to do them. And it's beautiful. This show gets me very, very emotional because I'm seeing my struggle real time and I'm seeing my growth real time. There's no, when you do all those things that we used to do on radio, they'll come down, help the call meeting. That thing that broadcast station owners do. They say, you guys are not doing anything. Rubbish, nothing. We're never making money. Oh, I won't come out say that they make so that they make money before. I don't know. I don't say what if you come on this. So this station they make money before. That means that's why we need to make money. No, that's the reason why we cannot increase your salary. That's why we cannot pay bonus. You guys are not making money. Come on, station's gonna be closed down. So Robert, you come. I got to talk simple. So now the make money says, so now we the pillar. You are the pillar that holds my life. So now we be the pillar where the oil says, no, let's keep it going. Ademola Brian said, bros, I go like come worry. I told you now, did I not reply to your message that I have a ticket waiting for you, but I'll make sure you're there before 6. That's all. Because once I enter that hall, once it passes, I go deliberately off my phone. All the people that I told to come there, I don't tell them, if you're not there before 6, I suck in traffic. This one, say traffic will day before. If you're not there before 6 to pick up your ticket at a hotel, my dear, I go off my phone. My children they follow me, they go there. My wife they say she wants sleep. She don't want to communicate. She go there with figure for us. So I don't get anything to do with phone. I'm not the one they go event, they go use phone, the video editor, and then they do them. If I want the original video clip, I know who to go meet and get them. So I'm just telling you. So if I've spoken to you and I told you I have a ticket for you, somebody says coming with his girlfriend, everybody that I have ticket for out of that 5 and the other people that I have ticket for that I've already selected to give ticket, come there before 6. You not go embarrass yourself and your babe or your wife. Give me bad name. Just come there before 6. That's all I can say. The line one says the Karaga has played the game, and to think that he was a defender, they are making a fuss out of it. Now, wow! After all, in choice, I would have been surprised if he didn't put it. No, he always. To this about so he always put that guy there. This must say, I did with you. Happy for Lookman. The other you say Rooney for me should be ahead of Drogba. No disrespect to him. I agree with you on that one too. The other man says Mark Letizia was a great striker. His goals were always beautiful and unique. Babatov and the Cole. Ademola Brian say it was not the red. If not the red card, we forbid Ikorodu City. Them go come Ikene, come shop their beating easily. Excuse me, sir. I don't know what to do. You're making excuses, my brother. The game ended in the draw. Let's leave it like that. People have used red card and one game. Now come and give me red card matter. Who said your player to be doing kung fu football in the match? Ikorodu City got a draw. They can come to Ikene and beat people. Hey, Remo, all my Remo Star family now that go take me on, but life goes on. The line I say my greatest Ademola Lookman moment is the hat-trick in the UEFA Europa League finals. 2 goals against Cameroon at AFCON. Has a wonderful shout. Okay, Rebecca Williams. Rebecca, you're becoming a consistent person. Where do you live? Talk to me about that. Where do you live? I could also leave a ticket for you if you want. If you live in Lagos, Michael Owen need to be on. Michael Owen need to be on that list. Putting Michael Owen is a bit of an insult. Michael Owen, Robbie Fowler, I think those guys should be on the list because Michael Owen play ball. I know a lot of people don't give him the credit that he deserves. Maybe probably because in that era they were not challenging for the title. But Michael Owen play football. He won the UEFA Cup, which is not the Europa Cup. He won the FA Cup. He won the European Super Cup. Man, damn, Michael Owen play football. Play some very good football. And then to lose his hamstring, caught completely, and then change his game. Not too many people can. You saw Eduardo da Silva. After that ankle injury, it was over. Okay? So, it deserves to be. Rebecca, I agree with you. It deserves to be on that list. But then again, that is what's his name? That's Carragher's list, so we're not going to fight him for his list. Obarigere says, I agree with you that CAF would have made use of the African presenter. Even our SWOR can add a spicy text. The problem with SWOR being there, I'm not picking SWOR for it because, again, she's not suave with language. That's very, very key to being on that platform. She's not suave with language. Maybe if I was, would have done a good job too. She was there last time. I don't know about SWOR because you can't do pidgin English in that place. She's good though, but I think she still needs some time to build a brand because, again, let's be honest, we're talking Africa here, we're not talking Lagos, we're not talking SWOR as we speak today. Not too many people know her even outside Lagos that much. So she needs to build a brand, and this is what I keep saying when I say ecosystem. We need to build power block brand, and I tell these girls, this girl at AB on Arise, all of this. Every time I meet them, I tell them, build your brand. Don't be looking at the Nigerian market alone. Build this brand to the point where it gets international recognition, where they call you to come be somewhere. Okay, leave the way the Nigerian sports media have been, where people are hurting each other. People are afraid to grow big because if you grow big, they'll blacklist you. Forget about who want to blacklist you. Just grow big, build your brand, and pursue excellence. Okay, you're gonna make enemies in the process, but what's the big deal? Who is afraid of enemies, by the way? Make enemies, but just grow. Again, you go bring. If you are the family of Kate Abdul or Kate Scott, you'll be feeling proud. Like that's our daughter. She's shining. She's done Super Sports. She's done Big TV. She's done ITV. She's now CBS. She's hosting different events. I mean, that's great for her, and I'm happy for her. But I think that we should also start thinking in that regard on our own space. Like, you need to grow your brand, make all the deliberate effort, because every day we talk about players who are not building their brands, who are not pushing the social media brand and the rest. We, the media people too, should do that. I saw somebody one time, I say, you know that my YouTube channel can grow without me doing this live. Yeah, it can grow. Like, I can be just going out there to do interview, do this, and leave it like that. The YouTube channel will grow. But you see, this live is what puts my consciousness in the minds of people. It's hard to do. How many channels do you know that do live in Nigeria, in Africa, that do live every day? Because the chances of errors on a live is so much. And people are afraid of being dragged. Many things can go wrong. Life can go off. Your internet can go off in the middle of the show. So many things can happen. And there's nothing you can do. But hey, you've got to begin to think that way, that, look, I need to be in the people's face all the time. And the time is going to come when you will stop it, but you need to create that consciousness. And I think that that's what our own people need to do. They need to, it comes down to one word that I always say: how badly do you want it? Okay, we've seen Kate do it now. Is it a challenge or something that people are just grumbling about? Because if you just grumble about it, you're fooling yourself. Tell yourself that, okay, she did it. She did well. I'm going to position myself in such a way that I'm the next best person that they will call. The next time they want to do it, they will say, okay, you, the cat team is looking for you. And it's a strategy. It's a strategy. That's why I think that I have somebody like Joy. She's young. We could grow her and set her up for the next 5 years. And I have told her, go start, if you start to Duolingo, start learning languages like French, Arabic, Spanish. You never know when it will come in handy. It's very, very important. That's why I tell my children every day, learn all the languages you can learn. You have all the tools to learn it for free. And then if it requires going to pay extra to go learn it somewhere else, you would. But learn all those languages. It doesn't stop you from being whoever you want to be. Because where those things will come in handy, you never can tell. Okay? Additional, must say, Leticia scored so many impossible, spectacular goals. Lob, shot, tight spaces, long distance, absolutely. For me, Nyakwen is because, for Sunderland, is because of his headers. How he managed to, figure out where to stay and put the ball in the net with his head is something that I remember. Some of you guys don't know him anyway, but I know what I'm talking about. It was majestically good. Osage Ikpaonwe says Kevin. Baba Beji. Yeah, that's one to mention as well. Kevin Phillips was fantastic as well. Deserve a shout out too. It was fantastic. Olafat says, good morning, boss. Yes, Olafat, you reached out to me the other day, right? Okay. He said, Cap trying to confuse us. The best goalkeeper is included in the team of the year. The best goalkeeper is included in the team of the year. is quite not making sense. I don't know what you're saying. Or the best goalkeeper not included in the team of the year. I guess that's what you wanted to say. Kari say, what about Michael Owen? Okay, we've talked about him. Michael Owen, speed star, fantastic guy. He should be on the list. Osage says, let's not forget. I guess that's what you want to say. Mark Viduka. Yeah, I think I remember mentioning his name as well. Olava say, boss, was this bad behavior people usually try to cover for people? Another ex-Arsenal player, Martin Keown, said he was sold by Wenger when he didn't want to leave. Please, can you explain the question? Is that bad behavior? I don't know. Some players don't really want to leave. I didn't want to leave Arsenal. Wenger sold him. The way they sold him was sad, was bad. But hey, coaching job is a brutal job. They cut you. Coaches cut players anyhow. It's going to always happen. It's just that when Pep do it becomes bad. Coaches have been doing that. Alex have done worse. Sack people with SMS, tell people, Conte, sack. You know, this thing happen in football. If you're in the football space, you know it happened. Olava said, Hasselbank played his best football pairing with Viduka at Middlesbrough. Yes, I agree. Olava said, as if you won't end Percy's career until the end, he will first. You are mean. You are mean and you are wicked. It's not good. It's not good, eh? Leave the big man to talk. At least if you cannot fight again, you can still talk. I'm gonna be taunting him that way. Everybody say you see go see beater. Make it they do cho. The Abiodi wanted to say my highlight of the year in sports is the Super Eagles team getting to the AFCON finals because it's like a miracle, and another one is Lookman's hat-trick in the finals. All right, the last one you say, Henry was very slick, okay, during his days. Panache, fine boy, exotic goals, and so on. I thought that the goal against Fabian Barthez was voted for something. Then, correct me if I am wrong. No, you're not wrong, actually. Goal of the season, goal of the month, you know. And DJ Lavuma said, Chairman Chuku, we love you. Chairman, your people are greeting you. And then DJ Lavuma went on to say, thank you, Elegbete, for giving us memories. I always look forward to your show. Thank you very much. I'm honored. And Olafa say, it's very appalling that Ibrahim Gusso, in your voice, will go to Morocco, see what they are doing in terms of football activities, and still come to Nigeria and start speaking English without action. Well, what they have done, I'm not holding brief for Gusso, but I like to put the record straight so that they're not to say if they did win, that they misrepresent fact and he don't talk anything, because sometimes silence is also acceptance. What they've done in Morocco is nothing that the FA can do. So it's the king of Morocco that woke up one morning, and this is how it happens because I've spoken to people. He traveled to the UAE and then went to Jeddah, to Saudi Arabia, and saw what's happening there. And he asked his people, can we not also use our money to elevate our national brand through sports? Because, I mean, look at the Arabs. Everybody thinks that we're terrorists. But now Saudi Arabia is changing the narrative. Qatar is changing the narrative. This was way before Qatar hosted the World Cup. You know, we can also do the same thing. And if we do that, the excitement, the energy might just inspire our national team to do well. It's been long we also won the African Cup of Nations. And, you know, there's no, Morocco even won it. You know, and then they came back and then it's okay. There's funding, we can do this, we can do that. You know how that thing works now. And then the king says, okay, you know what? You have limitless budget. Just put something that would be beautiful. So they started the project, they grooming their young team, and then they started women football, and then they were building facilities, infrastructures everywhere, government funded. And they culminated with their senior national team playing in semi-finals of the World Cup, their women team going all the way to the finals of the African Women Nations Cup, which I think that they will also win in July, and this time around next year. And, you know, all of that. So it has to start with our leadership at the top, our president, okay? Maybe one day we will get a good president. But if you even look, the ones that are young, like the OB, never said anything about sports because their focus is not really there. We've not made sports a business or an industry. People don't understand the soft power that comes with sports and all that. So it's always difficult. We're working anyway. We're working. We're talking, sending proposal. Isn't that why I'm traveling? Sending proposal, putting some conversation on the ground that I cannot reveal now, but we hope that at the end of the day, we get the result that is desired. That's all I can say. But I mean, it is what it is. This is how life is. Sometimes you just feel like you get the wrong end of the stick. I can't blame Gusso for that one anyway, but there are a few things that he could have also done well. If I am Gusso as the NFF president, what I can do is to hire a few lobbyists and then write proposal, do 3D designs, because again, sometimes the aesthetics does the attraction. When you do some fine 3D design, why government should invest in this and what it would attract, why they should do it, and probably it would bring in foreign direct investment, it will bring in this one, it will create job opportunities. Just maybe it can instigate government to do. But then again, in Nigeria, where we borrow money to fund our budget, would we really be willing to put in between $3 to $5 billion into infrastructural growth? And then when you take that decision, you go put up, become another part. The North go say, oh, he's putting it to the South. Oh, this one is not. Oh, they put it in the North because the vice president is threatening. So there's a whole lot. It's a long conversation anyway. I'm not going to blame Gusso for that. There's a lot of things to blame Gusso for, but for this one, I'm not going to blame him. It's not on his fault. It might say thank you too for bringing the messages to us. I'm grateful for that one. So, Carol, why you delete your message? Osage says Salah is definitely winning it next year. Okay. Ayode, you say network self do him O2. That be small network. Show us Pepe this year. The last one you say I still prefer this show than Brilla Beg. No, but we did. Calm down. I love this show. But we did great work at Brilla. Just that there is no evidence of the body of work that we put in, okay? But I mean, my predictions were on point. My analysis, even though I was mean to the fans most times, I was public enemy number one. I was the most hated person on radio. In the history of Nigerian radio, the most hated guy. But I did such audacious work that nobody's ever done before. Such ridiculous work that nobody's ever done before. So for that, we should also give it credit. But I just love what this is, the ease and the comfort of knowing that these people are with you. Come on, it's crazy. Never had people contribute to anything that I'm doing before. It's always been, that's why I'm a low ranger, okay? But to now have a community of people, super chat, membership, all of those things meant a whole lot, because it's the first time in my life after football that I realized that, okay, you need people and people are concerned about what you're doing and they are lending a helping hand. It's massive. People should kind of pocket give you 200,000, 100,000, 500,000, 50,000. Yeah, it's not as easy as you think, but it just was a life changer for me, and it's nice. Okay. Ademola Barbra says, thanks, boss. I go reach there before 6. The lawyer say, but this show don't see a lot of things. Shall make we no lie. Now this show ganga be suffer head, but tough as he rough is still the verse. They were strong. Kudos, thank you very much. All everybody says, my own top 10 from bottom to top be Vardy, Babatov, Defoe, Drogba, Aguero, Van Persie, Suarez, Kane, Rooney, and Thierry Henry. The people I watch play for EPL, I understand that. And Christopher Martins, where have you been? It's been a while. He said Fernando Torres and Babatov will definitely make my top 10. And those guys, they play ball. Hey! Those guys, they play for the Fernando Torres of Liverpool. Let's always state that at Babatov across every club he played for. I don't know anybody who have a better first touch than Babatov. Jesus Christ. Use gun, shoot the ball. He go kill him once on his first touch. Man, the ball, the magnet. And finally, Karu Akari says that God will bless all the names mentioned in this program. Amen. Thank you very much, guys. It's time for me to pack up and go and see if my flight have been changed. If not, on your mats, get set to the airport. And let's not waste the opportunity. Right, thank you very much, everyone. God bless you. You guys are the best of the whole best. And Chairman Chuku, thank you very much for being all the way in Enugu, finding time to watch. You must be doing something right too, since that interview on the 23rd of December 2023. You've been on the show regularly. Thank you so much. God bless you, and God bless every other person who's contributed to the show. Once again, my name is Idafe Matthews, and as I like to say, don't be the problem, please be the solution. And if you can't be the solution, please don't stand in the way of those who are trying to fix things. Let's have a good life, and let this community continue to grow and be better. If you've not subscribed to the channel, do well to subscribe. If you have friends that you know like what we do, please encourage them to subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification, and if possible, join the membership as well. Bye-bye, and have a wonderful time until we meet again. It's compliment of the season for me.